Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. On the previous video we discussed about common mistakes rockshore anglers do, but mistakes that have to do with the psychology in our fishing. So we busted some myths, we revealed some truths, and we show the raw reality about how we should think, things we should put aside from our head, and how to move forward. If you haven't seen that video, the link is up there. You should see it because it's a truly eye-opener. But in this video, we are going to discuss about common mistakes that beginners do in their fishing, in their actual fishing. These, some are more obvious, but some are tricky and harder to spot. And that's exactly what we're going to see today. So follow me. I'm really sure that some of these small mistakes you might do if you're a beginner or not. And hopefully you might be able to correct it after this video. Let's go. The jigging style is something critical for our success. With persistence and hard practice, my son seems to have evolved his own personal style. And this is something we all must achieve. But are all jigging styles the same? This is what we are going to see right next. So, you want to talk about actual mistakes in shore jigging? Here comes number one, the jigging pattern. Many beginners tend to follow a specific jigging pattern. Constant, same. So, many anglers simply do this. This is not the only way. I'm afraid that you should be more creative than that, because not all jigging patterns suit with the existing currents, with the existing conditions, and of course to each type of fish. There is also this. 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 While some, like bonitos, albacores, amberjacks, can be easily attracted with very fast jigging and constant jigging without too many technical actions. Other fish are more tricky. So we can expect that groupers need a more slow action of the jig, staying close to the bottom. The same goes for hard lures, more slow action of a sinking pencil or a sinking minnow or a soft lure. Same goes for snapper. Sometimes you must be super technical, especially with jigs, trying more irregular actions to lure them, while on bonitos and amberjacks you can simply have a fast jigging tempo. So don't follow a specific jigging tempo. Be creative. Try. The basic rule says near the bottom a bit slower and more irregular. In mid waters and higher, fast jigging should do the job. But there were not few times that even bonitos were attacking on more irregular and slow jigging actions. This is normally against the law of rockshore fishing. However, it's true, it has happened. And as I said many times, there is not a single rule that it's 100% about fishing. Things are liquid like the sea, unchanged from one day to another. So guys, keep that in mind. Okay, try to evolve your jigging action depending the conditions. Also, with strong currents, you need a slower jigging action, not fast. With less currents or absent currents, you can be faster and still get smarter fish or slower fish like groupers. Okay, be more creative, experiment, and try to adapt with your fishing gear. Last but not least, the same jigging tempo to a heavier rod does not necessarily fit to a softer rod, a lighter rod. Try to find that. More videos are going to follow that are not only for beginners, are general, explaining the actions of the rods and our commands from our hands to our setup, the combination of the rod and the reel. Stay tuned, will come in no time. But until then, one jigging tempo does not fit all conditions and all fish. Okay. Another big mistake that many beginners do is neglecting the importance of the falling phase of the jig. So most of beginners are concentrated in the, let's say, energetic or positive action of the jig. So when you jig, only then they are focused for a strike. But guys, this is only half of the story. So many fish, I can't remember how many fish I have got on the falling of the jig, and especially jigs that are designed to fall with a very alluring action. They tend to attract fish on their falling action. So what we should do, when our jig falls, we must have our eyes on the braid as it goes out of the spool. If it stops earlier than we expect it to stop, or if it runs faster, we have to close the bail and set the hook. What I normally do is I keep my finger lightly touching the exit of the braid from the spool. So I have visual contact with my eye on the braid and also feel it. So when I feel it stop or run faster, I always set the hook immediately. So I slightly watch and touch slightly the braid as it exits the spool, very lightly, like this. Just to feel it, but not add any tension that will affect the jig drop. Okay? And if I feel it stop, set the hook immediately. Guys, always keep an eye on your spool when the jig goes down. So, there are three types of jigs. There are the front weighted, there are the middle weighted, and there are the rear weighted jigs. We will come back to that topic on a separate video, but for your information, the center weighted jigs that have the stronger falling action are the ones to keep your mind and your eyes on the falling phase, because they have huge chances to get a fish on the drop phase. Okay. Another common mistake that beginners do is the wrong choice of knots. In rockshore fishing, not all knots are suitable, as we expect the most of the power of the braid and the leader, so we need to use the strongest knots possible. I won't take much of your time. I have a dedicated knot playlist in my videos. The link is up here. Check my knots, make sure you understand them and you can perform them in the rockshore coastline. In your fishing, you have to exercise and try them a lot in your house. So, when the time comes to be on the rocks and make them, to be fast and effective. Okay, guys? Guys, I know it's too much information, but we have to start from somewhere, right? And this is why I'm here. I'm going to do my best to help you understand the basics, and then you can choose your own way and your own path in fishing in the rockshore coastline.